We adore this material. It just changes lives. We've seen it time and time again. The particular way in which we present the material, the combination of the understanding with the coaching, it's a combination that we haven't seen out there in any other book, and we couldn't resist the opportunity to bring it to more people, to expand the audience. Why limit it to just the people who are able to come on the workshops? It was an irresistible opportunity.
It's a personal challenge as well. I'd never written a book before, so it was a good challenge for me, but I'm passionate about it and see the benefits it provides for people through the workshops that we delivered, and actually wanted to be able to put that out there for people to help them with their families, to help them with themselves, to help them with their relationships, and it just felt like a fantastic way to do that. A really interesting question, because with so many personalities in the world, is it possible to narrow it down into 9 personality types? And it absolutely is. And it's not that simple. It's because there's layers of it, layers of personality, layers of nature nurture. There's the different influences that we can have and levels of sociability, which is why there's more depth and breadth to it than at first you might imagine.
It is very enabling and it's empowering, and it actually releases people from the patterns that they've been subconsciously running. So although you would think that any personality profiling is going to limit and box people off, the Enneagram is organic and descriptive, and it evolves as you understand it. And the more you learn about the subconscious drivers that have been running you, the more freedom you have to choose to be who you really wish to be. Our book is shorter. It's deliberately designed to be very accessible, pick-upable. It's like a coffee table book, but with a huge amount of depth. And it's also attractive. It's got wonderful illustrations that actually add a great deal to the understanding as you read it. But I think the thing that makes it most different and most powerful really is that with every description we give of the personality type, we also have a coaching exercise going with it.
For the last 5 years we've been running Enneagram workshops, and what that's enabled us to do is really get some research and practical understanding of the impact it has for people and how it really works. So over that 5-year period we've been able to accumulate a lot of knowledge and research which we've put into the book to make it really practical for people. Absolutely everybody, whether you're 10 years old or you're 70 years old, and everybody in between.
The people who'd be most drawn to it are going to be people who work with people or who have relationships that they are interested in improving and enhancing. Anybody in a caring profession, anybody who manages people, directs people.
Because it looks at the subconscious drivers, the things that we're not necessarily aware of, the things that we avoid, that aren't necessarily apparent on the surface, and it's a great tool for compassion and understanding. Not only does it give you insight to your subconscious behaviours, but actually what makes you tick, what gets you up in the morning, what motivates you. So for a lot of people, this can be really helpful when they're making important life decisions, what their key strengths are, because so many people focus on the things they don't do so well, and if we can celebrate people's strengths and what they do well, life feels much more satisfying and fulfilling.
My biggest hope and conviction really is that anybody reading this will be drawn to feel a deep compassion for themselves and for other people, because the Enneagram at its heart is all about enabling us to connect with what's really driving human behaviour, and there is no way you can read that and understand that and not feel a real compassion for your own painful behaviours and the behaviours of other people. So it will improve interactions, it will enable people to be so much kinder to themselves and to other people.
I am a real people watcher, and I just love to see how people tick, and I want to have enhanced relationships, whether that's with my family, whether it's with my friends, whether it's with my clients, and this is just a fantastic tool to enable me to do that, to have compassion and understanding and see things from their perspective.
I love the Enneagram because it's beautiful and it is rich and it is kind, and it enables us to all take a really deep look at how profound and rich our personalities are. It enables us to stop beating ourselves up about the things that we have thought of as failings or personality weaknesses or flaws. And I love that. I love the fact that the Enneagram enables us to look at all of that through much kinder eyes and see that actually those so-called weaknesses are the opposite side of the coin to profound strengths. Well, that was a really interesting journey for me. I started off answering questionnaire, reading a book, and I got all sorts of information that seemed very relevant and was very helpful at the time, but actually led me right up the wrong pathway. And it was only when we discovered the real life and soul of the Enneagram that the true personality came to light. And I realised that I was a 9.
I'm number 9, the peacemaker. So if you want to learn more about it, have a look at the book.